Just pass the tile. Just pass them out.
Like, could you imagine,
Let them feel it.
look
Let
at
them...
tile 1, and it's like marked, figure out the area.
And then they're like, okay,
they have rulers, and then everybody's using
it's like,
and they finally write in the papers, and they're just like,
I can prove this because I experienced it. Hello, I actually measured it. And then the teacher's like, you measured wrong. You're like, oh, that's how you measure then.
yeah. Because to be honest, I never really knew how to measure with a ruler. Nobody ever showed me, and then everybody's like, it's. What is like 1/8 or?
Because you were supposed to learn that in 4th grade.
Yeah,
I didn't learn it right.
No, dude.
I don't know what kind of
about
teacher
that.
I had.
We were studying like scale factor and dilation, and I was completely lost because I did not measure anything right because I had no idea that the inch was broken into 16th parts.
There we go. I was like, so come here. What does this say? What does this mean?
Until the guy who was sitting next to me, he was like, you do know it's measured in 16 parts, right? Because I wrote like 7 out of 10. I was like, I'm so sorry. I did not know.
But don't you feel like a tiny, like, I felt embarrassed.
And then I kept
embarrassed.
counting them, and I was like, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, because the kids were like,
I was like, oh my god, there are 16 parts.
4/8. I was like, what are you counting?
I know.
Are you
They're like
stupid?
1/16,
It's 1 and 2 and 3.
3/16.
There we
2
go.
8, 4.
Oh god, that
1/4, and then I'm like, what just happened?
Do you see what I mean? Like
And then
I have
every
no
time you
kid
go
around
to
so
like a
much.
hardware store and you're looking at nails, now it makes sense why it's like this is a 3/8 nail, this is a 5/8 nail, because we're using inches. It's not like totally arbitrary. This is 3/8 and 5/8, and of course it's because they're using inches or centimeters that are divided, into tenths.
I'm so tired of making excuses. Like I take off my glasses, I hide them, and I'm like, I can't read this from here. What does that say?
No, and then
I want to cry right now. My
and
God.
because I didn't know that, I got like the whole worksheet so wrong, so I did not understand anything until the teacher was like explained everything, and I was like, oh, so that's what was supposed to happen.
Oh, wow.
I was like, you did not.
But it's not really your fault.
I
So
know,
why-
but it's like
Is
the way
it?
they
Well, maybe it is.
text
Maybe you were talking during that lesson. In
No, I don't know.
school.
I never learned it.
I felt really bad. I was
We
like,
buy rulers
okay.
every year.
I know, right?
Nobody takes the time to tell me. Maybe because I never knew I didn't know how to. I thought I was right.
I always.
I thought I was right.
I could see that.
And nobody ever told me, hey, no, that's not. No. They just say, oh, sweetheart, round it up next time. And I'm, oh, all right, I can do that. I'll round it up,
Yeah, especially with like my teacher at the beginning of doing the worksheet, she's like, measurements are crucial. And then I completely messed the measurements up. And I was like, okay, my bad.
Yeah, so I wish no kid ever had to go through that again, because my classmates just looked at me like, what are you talking? Oh, when it came to fractions? And then I was like, I don't understand why can't they, why doesn't that work?
I know.
Like, dude, you're supposed to.